Meanwhile, back in Bikini Bottom, Buck was still taking care of Gary while SpongeBob was away. You know something, Gary? At first I was pretty skeptical about this place, but now I feel like I'm right at home. You're right on that one, Gary. This place is peaceful. I think I'll get used to this place. Then the two heard a faint roar in the distance. Gary was confused. Meow. But Buck knew who that roar belonged to. Do you think it might be? Nah, it can't be. Then there was another roar, this time louder. It is. Buck pulled out his weapon and turned around. There was a big white dinosaur staring right at him. Hello, Rudy. The creature let out a loud roar. Gary, hide somewhere. Gary hid inside of a shell, while Buck began to battle the giant beast. Meanwhile, Gary made a run for it while no one was looking. Meanwhile, SpongeBob and his friends just returned from Isla Nublar. It's so good to be back in Bikini Bottom.
I agree, buddy. I don't think I could have lasted another minute on that island.
Then the gang heard a roar in the distance, followed by a terrified meow. Everyone looked and there was a terrified Gary running towards them. Gary, what happened? Where's Buck? A beast of white? That can't be good. My house! And the gang quickly rushed back to SpongeBob's house. When they got to the house, they froze in terror. There in the distance was Buck, funneling an albino dinosaur. A Baryonyx! It's heavy clawed and it's mainly piscivorous.
What does piscivorous mean?
It means it mainly eats sea creatures.
Oh, thank Neptune, that scared me for a second.
Patrick, we're sea creatures.
Oh, yeah.
Buck, are you okay? Yeah, nothing a weasel couldn't handle. Just go, I'll hold him off. Everyone, let's help Buck fight that monster.
You got it, buddy.
All right, you colossal fossil. Mess with the bull, you get the horn. And SpongeBob and his friends attempted to help Buck fight the Baryonyx. It was a lot of work, but they eventually managed to bring him down. Better luck next time, Snowflake. It should hold him long enough. Let's go! And Buck, along with SpongeBob and his friends, made a run for it. It wasn't long before he let out a roar, then he growled and chased after him. Meanwhile, the others hid in a nearby cave. Rudy stopped and searched for them. He couldn't see them anywhere, and he eventually moved away. Phew, that was close. Is everyone okay? We're all shipshape here. SpongeBob, I haven't been completely honest with you. What is it, Buck? Rudy and I have been rivals for a very long time. And Buck explained to SpongeBob and the others about his and Rudy's rivalry.
So wait, let me get this straight. You lost your eye to that beast?
Aye. And as revenge, I got one of his teeth. And Buck showed Rudy's tooth to the others. Big deal. But secretly, Squidward was impressed. You know what they say. An eye for a tooth, a nose for a chin, a butt for a... You get the point. That's great and all, but now we gotta find out how to stop this thing. Sandy's right. Buck, is there a way we could stop him? We could try to capture him and relocate him. That would never work. Wherever I go, he goes. Buck's right. If we relocate Rudy, he'll just come back as long as Buck is here. Then it's settled. Buck must go.
But there has to be another way.
I agree with Patrick. We've battled way worse foes in the past. Wait, I might know something that can hold Rudy off.
What on earth are you on about, SpongeBob?
I found a robot over by my house once, though I haven't used it in a while. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go take a look at it. And SpongeBob and the others went back to the pineapple.
Where is it? I don't see a giant robot.
Right over there, guys. And the others were amazed by what they just saw. There was a giant robot standing behind SpongeBob's house. That is amazing! SpongeBob, where did you find that? I found it at the Rock Bottom junkyard. I call him Gypsy Danger, and he was in really rough shape when I got him. I just left him here as a collection piece. Why haven't you restored it? Well, I just never got the time or the money. Plankton and I can definitely help you hook it up.
Sandy's right. We'll have that thing up and running in no time. If that's okay with you, SpongeBob.
Of course. I was gonna get to it eventually. And the restoration process began.
While Sandy and Plankton were restoring Gypsy Danger, the rest of the group were devising a plan to lure Rudy into their trap.
If you want, I can do the job and be calamari once again.
Not this time, Squidward. Besides, I think Rudy's more interested in crab cakes. I'll lure the beast here.
Alright, be careful, Mr. K. Meanwhile, the rest of us are gonna set up the trap.
SpongeBob, I must warn you, you have no idea what you're dealing with here. I'll have you know, Buck, that my best friend SpongeBob knows exactly what he's doing.
For once, I agree with the pink moron. We fought much worse than this.
Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Alright guys, let's get to work. And SpongeBob and his friends made some preparations. Meanwhile, Mr. Krabs was looking around for Rudy. Then he heard the sound of a footstep.
Rudy? Are you there?
Then a giant foot landed in front of Mr. Krabs. He looked up in horror.
Sweet Davy Jones, you're not Rudy!
Meanwhile, SpongeBob and the others were preparing the trap they set up for Rudy. How's Gypsy Danger coming along, you two?
Just putting the final touches on him.
Yeah, he'll be done in no time. Then the gang noticed Mr. Krabs running towards them.
Holy shrimp!
Okay, you guys might want to hurry with that.
And done.
Alright, all finished.
He's coming!
SpongeBob and the others prepared to set the trap into motion, but their eyes widened when they saw who Mr. Krabs was running away from. That's funny. I don't remember Rudy having a beak at first.
No, it can't be.
But I'm sad to say it was. The creature Mr. Krabs attracted was none other than...
Rufus!
What the devil is a Rufus? It's a long story, Buck. Change of plans, set up the trap. And Patrick and Squidward quickly unleashed the trap. The trap was... What do we do now? Luckily, Gypsy Danger was ready for action and began to fight the Dodo Rex. Gypsy Danger lunged at the Dodo Rex, but try as he might, Rufus was just too strong.
That was anticlimactic.
As the Dodo Rex was about to finish off Gypsy Danger, the gang heard another loud roar.
Was that?
Oh yes, Patrick. It's... Rudy. And sure enough, the Baryonyx popped out of the trees. He let out a loud roar when he saw Rufus. And the two giants glared at each other. Rudy then charged at Rufus, and the two Then Gypsy Danger, having recovered, joined in. With their combined efforts, soon Rudy and Gypsy Danger found themselves cornered on a cliff. Rufus charged. Rudy pushed Gypsy Danger out of the way. As Rufus pushed Rudy off the cliff, Baryonyx grabbed him and held him down, and they both fell off the cliff. All Buck could do was watch in horror. It brought back memories of the last time Rudy was pushed off a cliff. Buck, are you all right? Huh? Oh, yes, SpongeBob. I'm fine, though I am a bit hungry. Nothing a trip to the Krusty Bucket couldn't handle. When they got to the Krusty Bucket, SpongeBob cooked a delicious Krabby Patty for Buck. How's the Krabby Patty, Buck? It's all right, I guess.
What's the matter, Buck?
It's Rudy. I miss him. Buck, I'm ashamed of you. That thing nearly killed you and you miss it? Mr. Krabs, however, was more understanding. I know exactly what you're going through, Buck. The loss of a rival. What do you mean, Mr. Krabs? You see, Mr. Squidward, a rivalry consists of two people that hate each other's guts.
Yeah, but at the same time, they need each other in order to have a purpose. Take me and Krabs, for example. I hate Krabs, but I'd be lost without him. And vice versa with me.
Oh, I get it. So it's like this. Buck needs Rudy to have a purpose, and Rudy needs Buck to have a purpose.
My point exactly, boyo.
Then the gang heard a faint roar in the distance.
What? Rudy's alive?
I don't know how that's possible, but I digress. Well, what are you gonna do now, Buck? Buck? But Buck was already gone. SpongeBob and the others couldn't help but laugh. Well, I guess Buck now has a purpose after all.
What did Plankton and I tell you? Rivals may hate each other's guts, but at the same time, they're lost without each other.
I just hope that Weasel doesn't do anything reckless. Buck was enjoying himself immensely.
Great to have you back, Snowflake.
And for once, the two rivals agreed on something. That is just precious. Two frenemies at it again. But soon SpongeBob would have to face something a little less precious. But that is a story for another day.